So there are these things that we all know, we're very familiar with, and we use. They're very powerful, they're creative, they inspire, they motivate, they can, make people, determine, or they can determine how people perceive you. They can open doors of opportunities, and they can also close doors. And as much as they are, they can be uplifting and inspirational, they can also be very destructive. They can also be discouraging. And love has blossomed as a result of it. Careers have grown, great impact have been made by the use of these things I'm talking about. And I wonder if you know what I'm talking about, or if you can guess what I'm talking about. I'm talking about words. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As always, I'm here to inspire, motivate, and empower you to be the best version of yourself you can be, so you can deliver on your career dreams. Like I always tell you, the place to be is at the top, especially if you're a woman. You're in a career, you've given in your best. A lot of women are like, they have the expertise, they have the experience, like you're good at what you do, you know it, but you find it difficult to articulate yourself when you're making presentations, when you're speaking to a group. It may be a boardroom presentation, it may be a client pitch, it may be a promotion interview. It could just be, and it could be even a conversation with your boss, with your subordinate, and even with a colleague just across, walking down a corridor in the office. It could be anything. But the power of words they have the power to shape your career. They have the power to help you, especially if you're looking at sliding into leadership roles. Your ability to communicate effectively, your ability to use your words well to your own advantage will be, go a long way in helping you become that leader that you want to be. So today I'm talking to you about shaping your career leadership through the power of your words, being able to use your words. So like I said earlier, words are powerful, words are creative. Even God, when we look at scriptures, it talks about God creating the world by the power of the spoken word. Kept on saying, let there be this and let there be that, and it began to be. And many of us have created our realities in our careers through the words that we speak. If you want to know who you are, listen to yourself. You listen to yourself more than any other person listens to you. So when you're not with people, try to, what do you say to yourself? What do you say about yourself? Even when people sometimes may compliment you and say, oh, that was a beautiful presentation. Oh, that was a very wonderful idea, well presented, well articulated. And you're always like, oh, really? Am I sure? And so you keep using your words to pull yourself down. However, you can use those same words to affirm yourself. You can use those same words to get yourself into the places that you need to be, giving you the opportunities and opening fantastic doors for you. So one of the things I'm going to tell you about your using words is that you should ensure at every time that you have a clear message. Every time you open your mouth, okay, now I heard someone say something like this, every time you open your mouth to tell the world who you are. So you want every time you open your mouth to tell them that, see, I'm phenomenal, I'm awesome. You want to relate your awesomeness. I'm an expert in what I do. I'm a professional, I'm hands-on with regards to my career and all of that. So you need to be sure that your message, you're not just talking for talking's sake, especially in the corporate world, in a corporate setting, in a meeting. I'm going to do a totally different video on silence being golden, like they say. Silence can be very golden. However, when you need to speak, what is your message? What do you want to say? If you need to stay in front of a mirror and practice your message, please do it. And have a compelling message. Ensure that your use of words are compelling. They're convincing. They're words that can inspire depending on who you're talking to and what you want to elicit. Remember, I've talked to us about communication being your ability to be able to pass a message or pass information from one person to the other in such a way that the person receiving the message actually understands it and is able to take action, whatever action you expect them. That is when communication has happened, because from you're passing something, and whoever is getting that information perfectly understands it and they're using it totally, the way you would have them to use it, or take action the way you want them to take action. So ensure you have a compelling message. Ensure that you are ready every time you speak. Our temperaments usually would come into play in our communication. Somebody that is maybe like a choleric, a D kind of person can be very blunt and straight to the point. Sometimes it's useful. Other times you need to tamper it down a little bit. So you need to work. It's not just about speaking, it's about really understanding your audience. So that's the next thing. Before you step out to go into any meeting, you're pitching to a client, or you want to convince stakeholders in your industry to take a particular action, you need to know who is going to be in this room. How do I speak to them? Now, the way you speak to your subordinate will likely be different from the way you speak to your boss. Now, everybody, whether they're subordinates or their bosses, should be treated with respect. So at all times, make sure that your words are respectful, they're kind, they're not harsh, they're not mean. Don't use your words to tear people down. Use your words to build. Don't use your words to, create confusion around situations and all that. Use your words to mend, even when there are issues that need to be mended and all of that. With time, you'll find that people will just gravitate towards you, because they find that when you're with them, or when you're talking, maybe even a colleague, it may be a subordinate that has issues, and the way you speak with them, the way you empathize, and it comes out through your words. Then the next thing I'm going to say is that support the use of your words with other, when you're communicating. Remember, I've talked to us about your tone of voice. I've talked to you about your body language. So ensure that your words are, they resonate with the people you're talking with, because you're using your tone of voice is conveying the right message. So words in themselves, you can just say them anyhow. But the tone in which you say them, the people are reading in between the lines, in between those words. People are reading and they're saying, is this person really, really competent at what they're doing? Is this person sure? So when you're speaking, and I think I'll end with this, you have to be confident. Whatever words you're speaking, you must come off as somebody that is confident and is sure. So before you go and make any contribution anywhere or open your mouth to speak anywhere, please make sure you're sure of what you're saying. Be absolutely sure of what you're saying. And when you do that, you'll find that your words can create doors of opportunities. They can open doors of opportunities. They can help you grow in your career. They can help you become a leader that is respected, that is loved, that is admired. I hope I've been able to help you. I'll leave it at that, and just make sure that every time going forward now, anytime you open your mouth, remember that it's an opportunity to create an impression, and it's up to you the kind of impression that you create, and it's up to you to ensure that you create positive impressions that can help you along in your career and help you, if you're looking to slide into leadership positions, would help position you for that. You'll just be that person that everybody wants to listen to. Thank you for being with me. If you have found this video helpful, please share with someone. Click on the like button, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, and bye-bye.